back to a brand new rail roundup. Now, what have we got coming? 4 billion train control system to revolutionise signalling across Britain. Brand new Class 730 trains have started to arrive on Walsall to Wolverhampton. Scotland's Jacobite steam train service set to continue. DRS takes delivery of 25 new JNA-Z box wagons. The first 756 electric train runs on the Valley line. And Severn Valley Railway reveals a gleaming Stanier Mogul. Yes, we have got Blackpool Simon coming up, updating you with his route learning that he's doing with TPE. Now he's moved up towards Glasgow, and also I was able to meet up with him at Carlisle station last weekend, my good old buddy Simon of course, and say hello and have a little butchers of what they've been doing or what they plan to do with Carlisle station itself. From Carlisle to Brighton, Network Rail's £4 billion signalling plan will change the face of Britain's railway with modernising equipment, greater reliability across the country and a mixture of traditional signalling and digital controls on the way. 6 companies have been awarded contracts for the provision of conventional and digital signalling services under its train control system framework. The framework runs from 2024 to about 2034 and it's worth £4 billion. There's £3 billion for digital signalling and £1 billion for conventional signalling. Network Rail operate and develop Britain's rail infrastructure, and that's over 20,000 miles of track. There's 30,000 bridges, tunnels, viaducts and thousands of signals and level crossings. Of course, the stations, they run 20 of the UK's largest stations, while all the others, I think about 2,500 railway stations, are run by the country's train operators. The train control system framework will replace the previous major signalling frameworks and have been designed to bring new ways of working between Network Rail, signalling delivery partners. So if you're between Walsall and Wolverhampton on the route there, you'll notice that the Cross City line have had brand new 730 trains running up and down it to replace the 323s.
At West Midlands Railway, it's the little things that go a long way. That's why our new Class 730 trains have many small benefits that will make a big difference to your journey. Getting on and off is easier with our wider doorways. Larger windows along the carriage means you can enjoy more natural light and better city views. Our wider walk-through carriages with grab rails and handholds will keep you steady on your feet. Whatever the weather, our climate-controlled air conditioning responds to the outside temperature and number of passengers. Seats are now in rows of 2. Tables are at almost every seat with handy USB plug sockets and Wi-Fi. If you travel with a bike, each train has dedicated cycle spaces with easy pullover straps to keep bikes secure. There's now more room for wheelchair users with 2 dedicated areas on board, complete with passenger alarm and USB plug sockets. Better information with live train times and information showing you where the less busy carriages are. It's all the little things that make a difference for the people of the West Midlands. West Midlands Railway. We love it here.
Now, in last episode, I managed to cover a story about the Glenfinnan Viaduct that Network Rail were going to invest some money to restore, get it up and running to make sure it can last for many years to come. There goes my washing machine. And synonymous to that viaduct is what people kind of call the Harry Potter train in a certain respect, which is, it's actually called the Jacobite train. Now, there's been a kerfuffle as regards a central door locking system where an operator, a guard, conductor, whatever you want to call them, can operate the locking mechanism of the carriages. Now, it's been a bit of a sticking point. It's been floating around, and there's been rumours that a lot of the heritage trains with that type of old stock might not exist anymore. However, West Coast Railway are pleased to announce that they are to resume services of the Jacobite along that famous route. Yes, and the steam trains have returned to the rails from the 15th of April. It is the world famous service that was suspended because of an issue regarding the carriage doors being centrally locked, thus waiting for a temporary exemption. West Coast Railways have introduced central door locking from the 15th of April, with all trains being shorter than normal, so there'll be no Harry Potter coach and a reduced first class capacity. And of course, more information based on that news story, as with others, we'll have relevant links waiting for you down below. Little bit of freight news. DRS have took on board 25 new JNA-Z box wagons with a fleet of brand new box wagons from VTG Rail UK. They've now entered traffic. The wagons were built by WH Davis at its Shirebrook facility and will be operated by Nuclear Transport Solutions, NTS, rail divisions of DRS. The managing director for Rail said, "These new wagons are excellent addition to our portfolio." Of course they are. And they will enable us to provide new services for our customers. Good job. That was Godfried Aimer, NTS Managing Director of Rail. Now, if you've been somewhere between Cardiff and Pontypridd, you will notice that a little bit of history has been made recently, especially during the daylight hours, where they've been testing some brand new trains that can travel up to 75 miles an hour. Yes, the very first electric train ran north of Cardiff to Pontypridd. The moment marked the next vital step in their vision to build a world-class metro for South East Wales. On the 3rd of April, a small crew successfully completed a test run from Canton Depot via the City line to Pontypridd using the brand new overhead line Electrification. The new trains can travel up to 75 miles an hour and are also able to switch to run either on battery or diesel hybrid power for sections of the network that are difficult or costly to electrify. With 24 of the new Class 756 fleets in total, there has been meticulous attention to detail with skilled craftsmanship by the paint team at Pullman Rail. They've been working so hard to ensure that these trains are looking their ultimate best for when they do enter service, ensuring a seamless finish and an impeccable appearance. Right, so we've got Blackburn Simon coming up very soon. Also news on the Severn Valley line with a particular steam engine. But let's first find out what you've been getting up to on Off the Rails with a Your Turn.
Stay there, please.
Yes, good luck finding where Phil is, and well done for winning photo of the show. Superb picture. Don't forget, as usual, if you want your content to be featured in an episode of the Rail Roundup, and if you go on the Facebook page and type in your railway community, you'll find everybody's activities on Off the Rails. They've been posted on there, and you can put your pictures or your content on there. You just need to hashtag it as the Rail Roundup, or photo of the show, or whatever else. Your turn. That's the one. Your turn. I've only been doing this how many years, and then I'll cherry pick the best or what I can off there. Don't put any links to YouTube channels or put multiple files up. If you want to put a video on there, just try and put one video up on its own with some little detail on there that I can use. It's much easier for me to fetch and use in any future videos. Much appreciated. If you go into the Severn Valley Railway and you want to share your content with all those lovely people on the railway community there, then there's something very special that's going to appear on their railway. Yes, the Severn Valley Railway line allowed a sneak peek recently of a Stanier Mogul 1326-8 for the cameras as it was briefly rolled out of the paint shop at Bridge North on the 16th of April, just 2 days ahead of the forthcoming Spring Steam Gala. Was completed early in the year, the locomotive had been receiving its new livery, hand applied lettering and lining, as well as many sheets of gold leaf, have it given in the most impressive and authentic finish for all. The sole survivor of the class, LMS 13268, is once again carrying the number and livery he had in 1934 when he entered service. It's said to be one of the highlights of the Spring Steam Gala, which runs from the 18th to the 21st of April. The Stanier Mogul joins other members of the South Valley Railway's home fleet for the 4-day gala, including 4930 Hagley Hall and 21C127 Tor Valley, as well as the guest loco of the GWR 1369, Terrier number 74 Fenchurch, and Lambton Tank number 29. As always, please go out there and support your heritage railway. Do what you can and spend lots of pennies to make sure that they keep those beautiful machines on the rails. Now, I've left this little segment to the end. Of course, Blackpool Simon, sorry to keep you waiting, Blackpool Simon and everybody else, but I thought it's a nice little feature that he's been explaining about himself. Obviously, he's moved from Manchester Airport. He works for TPE. He's a guard, and he's gone all the way up to Glasgow. He's living near Glasgow now, obviously the depot near there, and he's doing route learning. Simon must know most of the routes around the north of England, all the way down to King's Cross. Surely you must do by now, mate. You could redraw the map of the railway system, but obviously he has to do that, and I think he's also learning the 802s, which I'm sure you've done 802s before. Not only that, what I said at the beginning of the video, we met up last weekend for a little bite to eat with Simon and Co, and it was really nice to see you, mate. Muchly appreciated. Good to see that you're cracking on and doing really well. We are so very proud and pleased as punch for you. But it was good to find out what was going on about Carlisle Station, and Simon will explain more now. Now, more now.
So good morning, folks. On the success of the previous Rail Roundup, we're straight back on it again, I suppose. Quite a lot's going on recently with regards to news and things happening. So you join me today at Edinburgh Waverley. I completed Edinburgh to Carlisle last week, and now moving on to Edinburgh to Newcastle. So I'll be catching, if you can see it, the 802 behind me. And I'm only going as far as Berwick today, and sort of doing it in stages because there's a lot to learn on this part of the route. And so just doing as far as Berwick today, and then I'll move on to going down into Newcastle tomorrow. I've got about a week of this. I've got up to next Tuesday, and then hopefully I should pass out on it, and then can sign off this route. I go on to learning 802s again. Ooh, there it is, with my fingers in the way. Go on to learning 802s the second week in May. So I'll be able to sign them off, and then hopefully should have my rules, and then I'll be straight out again on my own, back to it again. So last week, not masses of news for me for you this week. We did share sort of via Twitter and on Facebook. Me and Gordon met up in Carlisle last weekend. Just a quick catch up. Really, we hadn't seen each other for about a month, so since I moved up here, and it's been nice to have a catch up. But while we were there, something that sort of slipped through the radar, really, I suppose. Carlisle is having a station upgrade. Now this includes a new entranceway that's going to be built, and I believe a new sort of underpass. I know there is a tunnel underneath the station currently, and I believe they're taking advantage of that and building a new sort of underpass for the station. Now I believe the footbridge is going to remain. Obviously it's listed and it has to stay. Station announcements. Also the front of the station is going to be pedestrianised, so the whole station car park at the front there and the rail replacement pickup point is going to be moved. So where it is now is Court, I think, is it called Court Street or Court? The front area basically is going to be moved. The station car park entrance is going to be moved as well. I believe it's George Street. They're going to move that too. So it's going to be completely revamped, the area. The station did receive quite an upgrade with regards to the canopy roof and all this sort of stuff. So this is sort of the next stage of the upgrade. So we look forward to seeing that as it progresses. As I pass through Carlisle, I'll obviously keep you updated with regards to what's happening next. So that's about it for me this week round. So not a lot to tell you, but thought I'd have to share with you the upgrade that's going to be coming to Carlisle shortly. So I'm going to crack on and head down to Berwick and start with my route learning. So good to see you again, guys, and keep watching, and we'll keep you updated when the next roundup's due. Again, you can follow me on Twitter, and I'll keep you updated when the roundup is imminent next. So we'll take care, and we'll see you again soon. Ta-ra, guys.
Of course, love to you all, Simon, and of course thank you for your support. Thank you, Phil, for your support with your railway community, and Michael, and of course the Weather Fans team and everybody else who's got involved with this turns episode. Please keep sharing your stories. You can always post them on your railway community if you want me to try and cover a story or anything that you grab you want to put on there. Will be all good to see what you're all getting up to, because this rail roundup is made by you, not the big magazine people. It's all made by you, so that's why it's a little bit special. I hope it is, and I hope you've enjoyed this episode. So of course you know what to do. Don't forget to like it and make sure you subscribe, and until next time, ta-ra. When do I want to freeze? No.